So the grip, something that I think as coaches we all find not the easiest to teach, but certainly one of the most difficult to change, the position of the hands. So ultimately, if we're a right-handed golfer, we want to try and get the grip to sit more diagonal from the middle of this first finger here to just under this big fleshy pad, letting it sit a little bit more in the fingers, and then bringing it around so that we've got those 2 to 3 knuckles visible, a slight angle between the wrist and the back of the hand, and the thumb and hand slightly right of center, with this line pointing up between the chin and the right shoulder. That would be what we would term more of a neutral grip. Too much in the palm, too high up here, which is a common fault, we would call that weak. And too much in the fingers and wrapped around, where you can see 3 to 4 knuckles and this line points outside of the shoulder, we would call strong. The same in the right hand, that would be strong, that would be neutral, and that would be weak. One of the ways that I like to see players get their grip is just to take a natural position where they stand with their hands just down by their sides. The palms hang inwards naturally. So if we let the club just sit nice and straight or square on the floor, let the club sit in the fingers, and let the player naturally close their hand, the hand tends to form more in this position. It's not natural for somebody to do this, but it's also not natural for somebody to do this. So the grip down by the side is really important here. I think it's a very easy way that players can put this in a routine, that when they're looking at their shot, they just put the club down by their side, sit it in the fingers, bring it up, and put the right hand on. Another way to do it is to put the club in front of the right toe and put the hands in front. Now the hands hang palm inwards, the grip naturally sits in the finger, and you can turn it back around. That actually tends to get a little bit of a stronger grip. So if you want somebody to be a little bit more on the stronger side, that would be a great drill for that. And one last way to take the grip correctly in the left hand is to put the club at 45 degrees and bring the hand in from the side. Very important not to bring the hand in from underneath, but bring the hand in from the side, so it sits diagonal, close, and then simply slide the right hand down so that we've got the right hand in the right position. So the pad of the thumb sits on top of the left thumb, and the V here points more up towards the chin. That would be more of a neutral position, so I'd be happy with that. Getting the grip wrong has a huge effect. So too strong will tilt the shoulders. Too weak will tilt the shoulders and open the shoulders. This has a huge effect on how the body can move and ultimately the plane or the path of the golf swing. Okay, so getting the grip right is really important. Take your time with your players to get this right, but let them understand it's not always easy.